Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes gets this one to Hill. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. It's Hill, complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And Butker able to put this one through. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a fair catch signaled for, and 10. Taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Cousins to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Mike 50. Let's go.
3rd and long for Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 3, Vikings nothing.
Double tight, double tight. 3 down, 3 down. Wide, get wide. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Hey, can.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Clock. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's our time. It's our time.
To throw, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So just shy of midfield. They tried it. Didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball away. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Speaking of Damian Williams, great Super Bowl. 17 carries, over 100 yards, and a touchdown on the ground. Charles, he also had one through the air. Did you think he would have that type of a game?
I wasn't sure that we would see that type of a game, but I knew he would be a part of their offense in terms of trying to break down what San Francisco does, that he would get the bulk of carries. But did I see 104 yards on the ground and a touchdown? Probably not. Did I see him catching one as well, 133 yards total offense? Probably not. But give him his due, because now, in his postseason career, which is 6 games, 5 of them with Kansas City, 1 with Miami, he scored 11 touchdowns.
Wow.
So on the big stage, the big lights, he produces, and he actually won the battle between undrafted free agent running backs, because his total versus Raheem Mostert, who ran for, I believe, 58 yards and a touchdown for San Francisco, advantage.
And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and to Cook. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. On 3rd down, Cousins. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty?
Coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. Watch out for Hill on the return. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Mahomes now on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Got his man. It's Williams. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, they complete it to Hill. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's go one more. Yellow.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, 50 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told about
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, his 2nd sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock was stopped with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Listen to me. Everyone, you got 4. Hey, wahoo! You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 24 is the mic. I got you. Wide. 24 is the mic.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Terrell Suggs able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're doing.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
I got it.
Throwing on second and long. Mahomes, and going deep for Hill, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 84 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half, Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Looking to throw again on second down. Cousins looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Yellow. 180. I don't think you got it, son. 15. H3.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout.